Hello, today I'm bringing you another Fallout 4 video. I'm going to be talking about the changes that they're going to make to the survival mode. So the first thing they're going to be doing is making it so you cannot save the game. If you want to save the game, you're going to have to sleep in a bed. You won't be able to manually save the game. You also won't be able to fast travel. You'll have to walk everywhere. Ammo will have weight. And enemies will no longer show up on the compass. Oh no, they will, but it'll be significantly shortened. They've also introduced a few new things like adrenaline level, wellness level, fatigue, sickness. So first up, the adrenaline. The adrenaline gives you bonus damage when you kill hostiles. The higher your rank, the higher the damage bonus. However, if you sleep, your adrenaline rank will go down, meaning you'll be doing less damage. Wellness. This is basically the having to eat, sleep, and drink, or else you're gonna start taking negative effects to your special stats, and also it adds to your fatigue. And fatigue works like radiation, but towards your action points. So the more fatigue you have, the less action points you're going to have. Then the sickness. Sickness is basically illnesses that you'll get by eating uncooked meat, drinking unpurified water, and taking damages from disease-ridden sources such as ghouls and bugs. Also using harmful chems. So this means a few perks that you may have not picked up before will definitely be needed now. They're introducing antibiotics to counter these diseases, and these will be available at the chem station, or you can purchase them from doctors. And there's also different bed types. For example, sleeping in a sleeping bag will allow you to save the game, however you won't get your well rest bonus. Whereas if you slept in a normal bed, cripplings will no longer auto heal after combat. They will remain crippled until healed by a stim pack. Also, if you reach your max carrying weight, your endurance and agility stats will be reduced, and you'll also take damage. So this means stuff like the third and fourth rank of strongback are now useless, as you can't fast travel, and you're not going to want to be running while you're over encumbered, as you're going to be taking damage. Also, companions will no longer be auto healed. They'll just go home if you don't heal them. And enemies and loot will come back at a significantly slower rate, meaning you can't farm the same locations if you want to get some more XP. Bethesda didn't come up with these details themselves. They've been found looking through the code. However, they did send a tweet out saying our fans are so clever, with a link to this Reddit post. So they may just be misleading us, but this is it's pretty clear that this is correct of what they'll be introducing. They might introduce some more stuff. I hope they give us the option to switch some of these off, as a few things would annoy me more than make the game more difficult. For example, the saving, the fast travel, and also the weighted ammo, because it makes you want to use the rifles and the pistols rather than the fusion cores and rockets. Already more than the game doesn't force you, but you're going to have an easier time if you use a rifle rather than if you use a minigun. And also the saving and the fast travel, they would annoy me too. There are probably ways around it, e.g. you just lower the difficulty, that way you can save. If you have to go somewhere, you don't have to run around finding a bed. However, it would be nice if they just introduced it so you could just twaddle these things off and on. So you could keep all the stuff like the bed types, the fatigue, but then you didn't have to find a bed every time you wanted to save in case you had to go out. Stuff like that. Hey, thank you for watching the video. Let me know, what do you think of the new changes they're making? You like them? Are you like me? Do you think they should make it so you can twaddle them on off? Thank you for watching, and goodbye.